It is Tuesday night. My shins. Do you ever get shin splints from running, Danny?
I've gotten them, but when I
Oh.
was in like high school, I used to get them.
Do you stretch? I mean, I got an ice or do stretching.
Yeah, you could stretch. It's weird. It's like weird to describe. It's how you stretch your calf like
Yeah.
against the
The wall.
like when you push against the wall. Turn your foot inward and do that stretch, or jog backwards. It helps to stretch out the shin muscles.
Well, we will see. And anybody else who has advice, let us know. And guess what, everybody? We're about to go.
Oh, I think I have spider web in my hair.
And on that note, welcome to a very October pre-Halloween edition of Dad So Hard.
Yeah, I'm Danny McCartney, and I have spider webs in my hair. Yeah, I got it.
I am Vinnie Dunleavy, and as you probably heard in our opening, I'm currently suffering from some shin splints. Oh, and if you're on our YouTube channel, Danny, you do have a massive. Is that a spider web or is that gray hair?
No, it's a spider web.
Well,
but the Halloween decoration spider web.
I was about to say, I don't normally
I do have a lot of grays.
Well, I don't think when you walk through a spider web, I would be surprised it actually lasts because I feel like it disintegrates very quickly.
Yeah, no, it was a cotton one.
Yeah, so that's I literally for a second was like, you've been sitting here for 5 minutes with a spider web in your head.
No, it was a cotton one.
Well, this is Dad So Hard. I'm coming live from a basement in Port Washington. Danny, where are you?
In Staten Island.
And we are two dads, two friends, two guys who like to work hard, play hard, and dad even harder.
Right.
Thank you again for following us. We know we took a week off. Danny I was traveling.
I was on my deathbed, dying a slow death. It was actually pretty scary because I don't know if I said but we went to Miami as a family, vacation.
Well, I know that. I don't think our listeners know that. You were traveling early in the week.
Yeah. And the kids were sick. Basically ping-ponging it back and forth, which is par for the course when you have kids in the house, right? One gets sick, the other one gets sick, back and forth, back and forth.
It's a circle of sickness.
That you don't get it. Well, I got it. And like an idiot, I didn't even think that I got sick from them. Went to work, and then I was having trouble breathing, out of nowhere.
Ooh.
Every single breath I took was painful, and it was hard to breathe. And I was like, what the hell is happening? Did I get adult onset asthma? I was looking up all these things. Do I have a black lung? Walking pneumonia? I had a list just going.
Well, you had a right to be paranoid because you were also in Miami, and I don't know if I would. No offense to our Miami, Southern Florida listeners, but
then I hate going to the doctor, and as I started commuting home, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And I just kept getting harder to breathe and harder to walk.
Were you driving?
No, I was walking to the bus, and I went to the urgent care. They hooked me up to an EKG, the works.
Oh, wow.
And they pretty much told me, looks like just a common cold. She was like, just sleep it off.
I mean, you worked yourself into a massive, I'm about to have a heart attack.
No joke. I thought I was dying. I swear to God, I was I took a cab home. On my cab ride home, I was like, lived a good life. I was like, got 401k, I got life insurance. Hopefully the kids and Mary Jane will do well. I thought I was going to die.
I mean, I'd love to know though, Danny, there's a couple things in this story that I find totally amusing.
Yeah.
One, that you were traveling for work and yet taking a bus and you weren't necessarily in Manhattan. Who travels where? Don't you get a rental car or an Uber?
I take a bus home, to and from work.
But you were traveling, you were in Florida.
No. I was home already when I got sick.
Oh, okay. This
is
where you lost me. Oh, so you were in a local urgent care. You knew where to go.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be careful of that too, because if you go to an urgent care, I know a colleague of mine who was over the age of 40. When you go into an urgent care and you say, because you're not 40 yet, right?
No.
So this is when you're over a certain age of 40, and I believe it's 40, and you go into urgent care and you say your heart hurts, there's a button under the table that they hit, and it automatically sends an ambulance.
Really?
And then an ambulance comes. They have to take you to the hospital.
I would have welcomed that
because you don't know if you're having a heart attack, and then you get there and this person in particular, I think was having like an anxiety attack, and they were like, your heart's fine. You just need to like not work as much in real life.
I thought, I was like, am I having an anxiety attack? Am I having a panic attack? I've never had one of those before. I didn't know if it was heartburn.
Yep.
Took an antacid. Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I get just, but when you're stressed, like when you're,
I started thinking, because it was more on the right side.
Yeah.
I was like, is my heart on the wrong side?
No, what happens is though, when they get the pain in your chest, it's like on the side. That's a sign of a heart attack.
Yeah.
At any point, did you decide to call your wife and tell her where you were going?
Well, I told Mary Jane. Yeah, she was the one who was like, if it really is bothering you, go to urgent care. And then I was like, all right, I guess I got to do it.
And then when she said that, did she also say, and just remind me, where is the will and our insurance paperwork?
No. Well, so then I started thinking, I was like, I told her that I wanted a Viking funeral. And I said that whatever the fees are, like the permits that they have to get to be able to like light me on fire at a beach and send me into the water.
I am actually
offset the costs and probably be cheaper than paying for a casket and a lot.
Oh, 100%. I would actually love to produce your funeral. I actually think what would be great if you produced my funeral and I produced your funeral and we had it all set up, but I'll give you a budget, you give me a budget, and then when it happens, it just all occurs, and it's like it's a one big final send off.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you don't even have to get a permit to like burn a human body. You get a permit to do a bonfire on the beach, and then I just so happen to be the source of kindling.
Because the question is, what would happen if the body's already burning? If you're already dead,
by the time they get it,
get your body burned.
Left.
What are they going to do? Put it out and then go, okay, well, now what do we do? I mean, the challenge would be, how do we get? The problem will be declaring you dead. The coroner's office does lock it down. Correct. Well, first of all, before we get, so this show is getting off to a rough, a happy start. But Danny, thankfully, is feeling better. We happened to both be in the state of Florida last week at different times, so we were gonna, I think, try to have an off location Dad So Hard, but that did not occur. Danny, we want to keep thanking everybody for following us, and as we have a couple hot topics we're going to be talking about in this episode. But just remember, while you're listening, in the world of multitasking, go to Instagram and follow us.
Instagram, Facebook at Dad So Hard Podcast, Twitter at Dad So Hard Pod, email dadsohardpodcast@gmail.com, or the website wearedadsohard.com.
And I will tell you, for the emails, we got a lot of feedback on our last episode. There's a popular segment we're bringing back, which is what did Vinnie do? We're going to be bringing that back later this episode. And what I need is, I do need some advice. So for anybody listening, if you have any clue what to do for shin splints, ice, stretching, just help me out. I still have my port. Look at, I had my dad port soccer team tonight, and
win, lose, draw.
We lost, and I don't know if we lost last time. We lost again. I did let a goal go in. It was a weird night. I feel like everybody. It was a weird. It wasn't a full moon, but you know, like you show up in the
quarters.
Yeah, everybody just seemed to drag, and like there was a weird energy. And maybe it's the October air, because it is now officially fall. The harbor, the fall, the Oktoberfest coming up. It's, what did you say?
Time to get spooky.
It's time to get spooky, yes. And so speaking of that, Danny, did you, in the world of decorations, can you please, I know we say this, take a picture of your house.
Actually, here's the thing.
I posted on the Instagram. Can you put it on the gram?
I took one this morning or yesterday morning. The picture doesn't do it justice.
Do a video, do an Instagram story. I want to see your family decorating. We're going to have a groundswell. That doesn't do it justice. You need to go to filter.
You know what I mean?
Well, you need to crop it closer, because you need to do multiple photos of specific images. People need to see.
That's what it is.
And then I want an Instagram story of you actually decorating. I want to see when the spider web
is decorated.
I know it's too late, but I'm saying you're failing our fans.
It was actually pretty funny. Like, the kids wanted to help. They were on us about decorating. Decorate, make the house spooky. Brady's convinced that the house isn't spooky enough.
Oh, so when their version of decorating is wanting it to be spooky, because I do think that's a debate of, like, you could decorate for Halloween and make it much more orange and just Thanksgiving.
But I think he just is as long as there's decorations up, it makes it more spooky. It could be Mickey Mouse Halloween decorations. He doesn't care.
Yeah. Is your mic plugged in, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I just looked. Sorry about that. You held it. Oh, I didn't see the cord.
But so at one point, like Mary Jane and I were like in the back of the basement, like trying to organize things and get things ready, and we hear Brady barking at Cody, and we're like, "What the hell's going on?" And like we try to like peek in, and Brady's like, "Get those lights," and Cody's like, "Over here? No, turn around. Over here, Brady? No, turn around." And like, and he's just ordering Cody around like it was his little slave. It was the cutest but saddest thing.
I thought you were about to say the most proud moment of your life. You're like, it was so cute, and I was so proud. He became the older brother.
What the hell are you doing?
Were they actually helpful? Now, when they decorated,
They couldn't be less helpful.
It's the worst.
Like before we brought the bins up, they were taking everything out of the bins one by one, and they created a barricade that we couldn't get out of the basement.
I struggled with trying to make it like when we decorated a couple weeks ago, and I struggled with trying to make it fun because they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And then keeping it organized, and then after they did it, we had to we have a lame-o. I'm self-proclaiming it lame. My daughter Emily is also declared it lame, and although she was the one who helped do it, and she thinks she doesn't like scary things, so she wants her house to be decorated more for Halloween, but we have to do a very light, scary Halloween because she doesn't want it to be scary. So we have a couple things, but they put random stuff up in the grass. It was all haphazard. Things were everywhere, and then it was like half the stuff's missing. And so, but you want it to be fun, and I want to make them participate in it.
Right.
And then it falls. It just goes totally sideways.
Yeah.
Did you guys also buy? Because this is my thing. I try to buy Halloween decorations. I try to get myself into a good mood. And at the end of the season, when there's a clearance sale, I try to think about what is my vision for next year's holiday and buy it all up. And unfortunately, at last year's Halloween, I did not buy anything. So we had the same crapola decorations as last year, and I'm too cheap to buy new full price.
Some stuff we keep getting more. It's crazy. We have so many decorations. I would say, like, so we have like a back like storage room in our basement. 3/4 of the room are decorations.
And when do you buy? Are you buying all year? Or are you out right now? Like,
never we see things.
You just pick them up.
Yeah, Mary Jane will try to find like a good deal. But whenever
you're like when you guys are in like a Cracker Barrel's gift shop and you see something for Halloween, no matter what time of year it is, you're like, get it now.
Yeah, basically.
You like, do it. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Cracker Barrel, I was in one this weekend.
Oh, nice segue.
And have you been? When was the last time you've been in a Cracker Barrel?
A couple years ago, but they're the best.
They are phenomenal. I have not been in one in years, and
I don't know what I love more, the food or the shop.
I know. Well, the good thing is there was a 30-minute wait, and it wasn't even a long wait because we shopped and then waited online, and by the time I paid, our table was ready.
Yep, it's the best.
It is. I have to say though, it was a good experience. We were on the Cracker Barrel out on Route 80 West in Northwest New Jersey. And Emily, we were visiting a sleepaway camp for like a fall harvest weekend, and Emily wanted to stop there because when Elisa brought her there a couple months ago, she remembered going to Cracker Barrel and fell in love with their pancakes. I love the pancakes. Actually, do think were the best thing on the menu.
With syrup too.
Oh, there's syrup. Well, they give you little jars. Yeah. They serve you the syrup in like their individual jars. Oh, that was amazing. The gift shop, bar none, was awesome. We actually pre-shopped Christmas and got Christmas or gifts, and I almost slipped up. For a lot of people in our family, we got some pre-gifts, which actually begs the question: if you get somebody a Christmas gift and the gift is a decoration, do you give it to them on Christmas or do you give it to them pre-Christmas? Because if you give it to them on Christmas,
you got to give it to them like on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a Christmas present, or does it become a Thanksgiving present?
Well, I mean, if you actually want it to be a Christmas present, give it to them on Christmas and they use it next year.
Oh, I guess, yeah, but then I would feel bad giving somebody a gift you can't. I mean, they would use it a little bit
Think
this
about
year.
giving someone an ornament.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. So for the
That's
people
more.
in my family that are about to get ornaments for Christmas,
Oh, that's
it's a weird gift.
no. You give it to them on Christmas, and they hang it on the ornament, and then
They save it for next year.
Mhm.
I thought of it as that it's not a primary gift for any of these people. It is a stocking stuffer gift.
I was gonna say that's pretty cheap.
And listen, Cracker Barrel had some good deals. $5.99, but they were quality ornaments. Everything in that store, actually, like the prices in Northwest Jersey were cheap because we're on the border of Pennsylvania. They were so cheap, but the food, I'll be honest, it was like, it's sort of like when you see the pictures of IHOP and Denny's, it all looks so good in the photos, and then you get the plate. They, outside of the pancakes, everything else just felt a little sad to me.
False. I'm pretty sure they have a good chicken and waffles plate. It's pretty good.
No, I got the fried chicken. The fried chicken looked like no, the fried chicken, first of all, was super salty, and it could have come out of like, it was just chicken that you felt like I could have gotten out of like a Purdue thing. I didn't feel, I expected it to be crispier Southern. I wanted real Southern. I just picked my nose on camera. I wanted real Southern, like a big piece of fried chicken. Like I was up in Harlem and having a giant, and it was not. And then even like the gravy was a little congealed. I mean, it was good. I ate it like a monster, and I had a full 1,500 calorie plate. I chunked.
Good shit.
Well, it was good, and then I ordered based on. I ordered based on, and it's not the place to order based on calories, but that's what I did because I'm a fool.
Oh, here's another thing. I'm eating healthy now.
Oh, are you? Okay, let's define. This is coming from Candy Bar Man. Candy Bar. If anybody didn't know, Danny, let's talk about what you believe is a normal diet for somebody your age.
Now I'm eating healthy. I've been tracking my calories, so I'm officially, well, I'm unofficially Friday, Saturday, no, Thursday, Friday.
You're fine. How many days in? Because you got sick.
I'm unofficially 6 days into eating healthy. I'm officially 3 days eating healthy.
All right, so when was the last time you had a candy bar?
Like last Wednesday.
And this is how many candy bars did you say you normally eat in a given week?
1 a day.
And then you still are full. You're eating full size candy bars.
Yeah.
I mean, you are single-handedly keeping that industry alive. You really are. Nobody's eating. I work in this business. Nobody is eating full-size candy bars. They're all going to small snack size. You are legit eating full-size Snickers. Yeah. I love it.
Not anymore.
I know, but you're going to drop weight in a minute.
Oh, I know.
See, my problem is you are big. I'm still bigger than you. You eat shittier.
I'm narrow.
You're narrow, but you eat like garbage. I actually think I eat pretty healthy, and the weight finds me and just packs on my body all around. And I can't figure out. And I'm doing these workouts. I'm 5 weeks. It's working out 4 or 5 days a week.
I'm already looking gaunt. I look like a skeleton already.
You do. I thought it was the sickness.
No.
Your hair actually has gotten thinner too. You've lost. Your hair is thinning out.
Fuck off.
Were you still doing hymns or hers? No, it's hymns. It keeps showing up my Instagram feed.
Look at these locks.
It's getting longer. It's hard to see. See, people, Danny and I used to see each other a lot more. And now all we do is see each other through our computers on this podcast.
Yeah, we probably should get like lunch on the book soon.
We should. I really want to do a live show. So maybe somebody out there has a restaurant or a bar and they want to sponsor us.
Or an apartment.
And you just want us to come by. We'll do a live show. You have a cocktail party. Maybe there's a bunch of wives that want to host their friends and have a cocktail party, and you can see these bodies in action. And
I'm on a diet now, so watch.
Yeah, well, and I'm working out, so that could possibly happen. So I want to get into this segment, Danny, of what did Vinnie do?
Yeah, let's do it.
And so in our Wave Sleepaway camp, it was a rainy Sunday. Let's set the stage here. So we drove out to Jersey. We left port at like 9. What was it?
What sleepaway camp?
It was called Lindemer. I'm going to do a shout out to the Lindemer camp in.
What?
It's like in Poconos in East. It's like past East Stroudsburg, PA.
Summer's over.
What was it?
Summer's over.
No, I know we were visiting. They were having a fall harvest fest, so that if your kid is considering going there next year, you can go meet everybody.
Like open house.
Yeah, it was it's like an open house, yes. And they were having like a party all day.
Okay.
The problem was it was rainy. So going to a camp when it rains.
This was this past weekend.
Yes, it was Sunday. Now the other issue with it was we didn't really look at what the weather was going to be like. So none of us were dressed for like an outdoor rainy day. They did have a building that we went in, but we were there we got there late because we stopped at Cracker Barrel. That took like 2 hours. So we were there. We probably got there. We left around 4:30, and like we ate at Cracker Barrel. We had some snacks while we were there. Our kids ate, and then we were driving home. And luckily, it wasn't too much traffic, but we were about an hour, 45 minutes in the car. We are approximately now on the Long Expressway, 25 minutes from our house.
Okay. Shane
drops the bomb. I gotta go pee.
Oh, pee. All right, that's best.
And Elise is driving. I'm in the passenger seat. So I said, Shane, do you really have to go pee? Can you hold it? We're gonna be home soon.
Yep.
How soon? I lie and go 5 minutes. Even though I know it's 25, psychologically, you get over the hump. I think you can do it. And what was that?
Psychologically, your brain lets your body get ready to pee at 5 minutes.
Correct. So I thought, okay, could you hold it? He said, no, I gotta go. So now, Danny, the question is, to you, what did we do next? I'm gonna give you 3 options. What did the Dunleavys? Now remember, Elise is driving. I'm in the passenger seat, and we're on the Long Expressway. And which meant like we probably had. I'll give you the situation: 10 minutes more on the expressway, and about 20 minutes up the road to our house. I mean, did we pull over on the side of the highway and allow him to just simply pee on, like in the car on the side of the road, get back in and keep going in our way,
like normal Americans?
That's one option. That maybe is what we did. Option 2, did I take a container that was empty in the car and have him stand up and pee in it in the car?
He's not car seat anymore, is he?
He's a kindergartner in a booster.
Okay.
He's a booster. So there's one, like, did we take care of it in the car? Or did we force him to hold it and try to convince him that he can do it, where then we just basically made our son pee himself between the time he said it and by the time we got home because he couldn't hold it in. What in those 3 scenarios did the Dunleavys do?
I want to say choice 2, you had him pee in a container. But knowing you did say that it was 5 minutes away. I'm going to say you went with making him hold it until he pissed himself.
Oh, option 3. I actually, interesting guess. That is not the right answer, everybody. So, this is what happened. He likes to eat the Nilla wafers, and you can get Nilla wafers, the vanilla wafers.
Yeah.
They come in plastic containers.
Okay,
so thankfully,
like a Pringles container, kind of.
Yeah, like a Pringles container, but plastic, and it comes with a lid. So thankfully, we had one in the car. I am not a fan. I refuse to stop on a highway on the side of the road. I have a paranoia about somebody running me over.
Okay.
I don't want to stop on the side of the road. I don't trust people not paying attention. And the last thing I want to do. There's too many stories of like runaway cars and you're on the side of the road. So that it's never in the Dunleavy house. Elisa she gets crazy out of me. I'm like, we're not stopping on the side of the road to pee, drive to a store. I would have rather pulled off the road. There was an option for us to simply in like 2 seconds get off an exit, run into a gas station and pee. At the time, that did not pop into my head.
That sets you so far back.
Well, it's also, God forbid you don't know where the bathroom is. Now they're ready to go. So I gave him the Nilla wafer container. While we were on the highway, I said, listen, Shane, this is the deal. Unbuckle fast, stand up, pull your pants down, going to hold the cup, and you got to really carefully make sure you're into the cup. So I held the cup. I said, Elisa, and then we were actually, I think we were getting, I know, this is all happening on the Clearview.
Is Emily awake?
Oh, Emily's wide awake, yeah. So she's just watching this. So we were on the Clearview Expressway getting onto the LIE. So as we're doing this, my wife is taking a giant exit, like a hard left. So I was like, Shane, put it away. I'm like, wait till we're stuck in traffic. So thankfully there was a traffic jam. So we get back on the LE, there's traffic jam. So he stand up now, hold the cup. And I looked at him and I was like, you got to do this for daddy. Do not wiggle. Do not, like, this is not going to go everywhere. Just put it right in. So he stood up, peed in the cup. I got the lid, put the lid. I said, shake it off. He shook it off, put his pants back on. I put the lid on. I then took my shoes off, and I put with the lid and the little no way I put it on in my shoe on the floor of our car because I wanted to make sure it didn't fall over.
Smart physics.
Right. And then we drove, and then the smell of it, like hot urine does smell, even a little plastic lid. So I got to enjoy that, which my family then reminded me it was payback.
Oh, right out the window.
Well, I waited. So okay, so you people think I'm smart, and I don't actually. I hope people think I'm smart. I don't really think I'm as smart as people think. I think my wife's much smarter than me, and you are. So I kept it there, and I kept complaining about the smell, and then I said, "Oh, I realize this is what I smell like because I fart all the time," and they're laughing at me. And then when we got off the highway, so after 10 minutes of it sitting in my shoe, we got off the highway and there was nobody else by us. Elisa's like, if you don't like the smell, just roll the window down and pour it out.
Yeah.
I'm like a Catholic school.
Make sure you throw out the container when you get home.
Correct. So I was like sitting there and like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? She's like, moron, roll the window down before anybody comes. So I rolled the window down, threw it out the window. And then as I did it, a car pulled up, but I don't think they saw me do it. I was like, Argh.
So and then to keep empty Gatorade bottles in the car.
Well, now it's the last. So I've learned we don't even. So we're such bad parents. We barely keep wipes in the car, even though we don't have our kids in diapers.
They always dry out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's napkins. You need to have some kind of napkin. A garbage bag. This is going to be. Oh, this will be in our book. We're going to have tips on car travel. Garbage bag, wipes, emergency cleanser. Always keep in a car because
empty containers
and empty Gatorade bottles. So that is a lesson I learned. But I did Shane. I was proud of him, and he then he sat down. What do you think? So he sat back down, buckled himself, and then what do you think happened next? And a 5-year-old's brain.
He had to shit.
Oh, he goes, Daddy. I said, what? I gotta go poop. And I was like, there is no way you're pooping in the car. And I go, do you want to go poop because you just legit want to try to poop in the car?
Yeah.
He was like, no, I gotta go poop. I was like, no, seriously, are you just doing that because you think it would be fun to poop in the car? He was like, yeah, I want to poop in the car. I was like, yeah, no. I was like, I know you don't have to poop. You can wait till you get home. So
scientifically, what's easier, to hold in pee or to hold in shit?
Oh, are you asking me as an adult or or what do I think it is for a child? As a father, I think holding in
adult.
Well, it depends on holding in poop because I would argue it depends where the poop is in the process.
I think it's easier to hold in pee.
Yeah, but when you got it, I think it's such a tough answer because
like when you have to, if you're at the point where you really have to shit, and I'm talking about both, you're really at the point where you have to pee, and you're really at the point where you have to shit.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Your whole body shuts down with shit.
Correct. No, you're right. I think then it just comes out. Yeah. But I think you could. It is easier for you to prevent yourself from getting to that point than it is getting to the point. Like I don't like when you have to pee. There's nothing you can do to really. I mean, it's harder. It's almost easier to prevent yourself to get to that max.
Pain with pee.
What was that?
You'll like holding in pee like that. You'll put yourself in pain.
Yes, that's yeah.
Holding in shit. It's like you just eventually shit yourself.
Yeah, no, I mean it's happened. I mean, listen, I've been known to. How many times have you pooped your pants?
One time as an adult.
Oh, as an I've done it. God, let's just say at least I can count it on one hand. I'm not on two hands, but I can count it on one hand.
That's good.
I had to run out to the Gap on 6th Avenue one time to get underwear. It was terrible.
Because
not a good scene. Not a good scene.
I put my pants in the kitchen at work.
Oh.
Farting.
Well, that's the problem. Is not really. Sometimes they're a shart and there's extra stuff that comes out.
It was more than a shart.
Oh yeah. Well, that's upsetting. But if you think you didn't think you were pooping your pants. You thought it was a shart.
Yeah, and then it just
it all gets
filled up.
Well, we're really ending on a high note for our. I mean, this episode has gone all the way downhill. I don't even know how long it's been. This thing doesn't tell me.
It's been about 35 minutes.
So we did our new segment. We will. Do you have any dad wins or dad fails quickly, Danny?
No.
If you got to think of it, then
I almost died last week, but I didn't.
So your dad win is that you survived.
Surviving.
Your dad fail.
I'm a common cold survivor.
That's heavy. You have to, that's something you want to be able to.
Thinking of starting a GoFundMe page.
Think about what it is like to be an almost 40-year-old man with a cold and the trauma about thinking about what you almost lost in your
Let's
life.
relax on the calling me an almost 40-year-old man. I'm not even 35, so.
In my brain, based on the way you look and the lack of your hair, you're 38.
Everyone tells me I look young.
That's what they tell me too, but I'm not.
All right, I don't go telling you you're almost 50.
You don't look like you're 28 though. You look young because you are young. You look young because you're young.
I look my age, I think.
Correct. You don't look. Yes, you look your
early 30s, and you're calling me almost 40.
Because you're okay. So you're legitimately 34.
Yeah.
How am I? I can't. I'm so old. I can't believe how old I am. Well, I still look good. I don't think I look. Do you think I look 11 years older than you?
No.
That's amazing. So either you look old.
I'd peg you at late 30s.
But that means that, or do I think I look what 45 looks like and you look like you're 42?
No.
I think we're going to do a side by side and let's have people vote on Instagram. Can you do this on an Instagram post, Danny?
No, because I don't want to hear any negativity.
Well, maybe I'll do it and we'll see.
I want to live in my bubble. No, because you're going to pick the worst fucking picture.
I'm going to take one right now on my phone. I'm going to see if I can do that. Can I do that on my phone? Let me see.
Probably.
I'll do it. Here, pose. Do your best pose. We'll see what the fans say. Do you look old or do I look young? We'll do it. And watch out for us next week. We are going into, my family right now, I'm fasting, by the way. Let's shout out to all the Jews who are repenting on Yom Kippur. I am doing it in solidarity for my wife and kids. And I'm not going to eat for 24 hours. And let's see if I maybe lose a pound.
Good job.
I'm going to tell them what I'm sorry for this past year, which is basically me and my entire life. But
happy Yom Kippur.
Happy. I don't know. You don't say happy Yom Kippur. It's like confession. Instead of going to confession every month, you just repent for one day.
So enjoy Yom Kippur?
No, you have a nice. I think you just say have a nice Yom Kippur.
Have a nice
Yom Kippur, and then we will be back. Is Monday? Wait, is Monday Columbus Day already?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm really. Wait, what's today's date?
8th.
Oh wow, I'm really behind in my life here.
8th.
So listen, let's wish everybody a happy Columbus Day for all the Italians out there, Italian Americans, my people. I'm not going to be at the parade on Monday. I will be working in New York City like a proud American who built this city.
We don't get off.
No, nobody gets off. Some people do get off.
It's a bank holiday.
It's a weird. But so happy that, and then we'll probably be back. Looking at my calendar here, Danny. Tuesday's not good for me. Maybe next Wednesday.
Let's do next Wednesday.
Okay, next Wednesday, or we could always do Tuesday night. Oh no, Tuesday. Oh no, I can't do next Tuesday night.
Okay,
heads up.
We'll figure it out. We can figure that out offline.
We'll figure it out. so thanks for listening, everybody.
Peace. Thanks for listening.
You'll see you next week.
Idiot.
Bye.